Hey everyone, Steve here with Build Hero. In this video, I want to give you a real, practical example of creating a bid in Build Hero. So how can I do that actually? And the reason I can is because I also co-own a construction company. This is the construction company I co-own. It's called Tyler Home Construction. This is my business partner, and this is me. So let's kind of jump into it. So I had a couple of my projects opened, and the reason I did that is I didn't want to show any of my customer information. So I wanted to make sure that I went in there and I changed it. So I have changed this one to reflect my information. So let me go ahead and show you how to do things. So I have two workspaces here. So what I've done, I actually have templates created for my business, and Build Hero, we will do that for free for you and help you build templates to help manage your business. Build Hero is really kind of a whiteboard for you. But this is a great way how I use it. So I opened up my customer workspace by untoggling it, open my scope, and then you can see at my general notes here, this is what I took when I went on site. I'm a little techie in a lot of ways, so I actually drew these beautiful drawings. I know a lot of my reps and subs give me a hard time for this because my writing is horrible, as you can tell. But I have this measurement here, and I have this measurement here for the deck. So I have those two items there. And then I take a lot of existing pictures. This way, when we actually share things with subs, they can see exactly what's going on. We do a lot of things in-house in our construction business. We have 6 internal team members, but we do sub a lot of things out too. For instance, concrete work. If it's anything major, we'll sub it out. So here is a couple of different pictures of what's going on. So we're doing concrete here. So generally, I would sub this out. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's kind of break down this bid and get going. So where we do that at is the general contractor workspace. And again, like I said, I have bid templates on my stuff. So I already have my bid terms and stuff that auto-populates. This is all that fine print of, hey, this is how long it's going to take. This is what we're going to charge you, things like that. So we'll go ahead and close that up. I also have it where it creates this initial bid for me. I want to change a few things because I want to rename it. So if you saw, I clicked on the initial bid and I clicked edit on the right solid toolbar. So I want to do deck items and sales tax here in this area is 7.5%. Depending on how you bid things may depend whether or not you even use sales tax, but it is there for you. So I want to go ahead and I want to populate items now. There's a lot of different ways to do that here in Build Hero. The easiest one is by adding a formula item, and in doing so you can create the name and whatever you want the formula to be. So if it's, for instance, $10 a square foot, you could do $10 a square foot times 100 square feet, right? You don't have to put a name in there, so we would just put decking. Now I have a template for this that I'll generate here in a second. So here it is, and you can see it pulled my decking in, it pulled my sales tax. If I hovered over it, it will tell me exactly what I put there, which is also helpful for the customer to know what you're bidding. But I like to make things simple, so I'm going to go ahead and add from a template. So I add from a snippet is what we call them. They're portions of templates, and you can see I just clicked here. There's a ton of them that I have. Which again, I'm happy to share all those items with you if you need them for your deck, or your deck for your bidding. Sorry. So you see I already have a couple options here. Let's start with the pressure treat one. So I got a pressure treated option. Number 1, it's going to pull it in for me. It already had it crossed off because I built it in a different project, and you can see all these items are off. If I or the customer wants to turn them back on, you would click the folder. And then you can click exclude or include depending on which direction you're going, and it turns them all on for you. You can also turn off each individual item by clicking the item and excluding them. Now once a bid is approved, those items get locked in. So this other one here, this is a different kind of bid option. So let me show you it. So what this is doing is actually pulling the amount of deck boarding, but it's pulling it from Lowe's. So here's the Lowe's URL, the quantity that I had there, the markup I had in it, and that it's taxable. I didn't have the force refresh check, so I'm going to check that right now and hit save. And then what that'll do is Build Hero will actually pull in the amount of boards that are at the 5 closest Lowe's stores to your location. It does also work for Menards, and we have Home Depot coming soon as well. So those are there for you. Let's go ahead and add in another item real quick while we're waiting on that, because I don't like to wait, as probably most of you know in the construction field. If you're not moving, you're probably not doing something right. I'm sure there's plenty of different ways to say that, but there we go. Added my cedar option. I'm going to add in a composite option now as well. And then the very last one, and again, you could do this different ways. This is just how I've built it. And again, we here at Build Hero are happy to help you build it to what meets your needs. So there we go. Those are our updates. Now I would have to go through and change quantities to what I wanted or needed. I'm not going to do that in this video because I don't think you want to watch that. As you can see though, I can open here and you can see here the closest Lowe's stores to this job site zip code. It tells you how much they charge and how many they have in stock. However, when you look over here, it shows the markup and the number and stuff. If a customer, or when a customer opens this up, they would not see those 5 closest Lowe's stores. They would see what I just showed you before, where it would show the description of the item, the product image, and the overall price. So anyway, so this is kind of this project. I'm going to shift over to another one real quick. This kind of gives you an idea of how you can jump and get started on creating that bid. When it's all done, you would just click here and then click Mark as Published, and that would notify anybody in that workspace that it is done. And actually, real quick, we're going to add a couple things before we jump to the next one. At the very top here, I want to add a couple workspaces. So at the very top on my right toolbar option, I click Add Contractor Workspace. I'm adding one for Fisher Lumber for Windows. So then what I'll do is I'll actually send a link to my Fisher Lumber rep, which I can do that right now while we have this video rolling so you can see how it works. So we got Create Share Link. I want to give him contributor access here to my customer workspace and a manager access. Sometimes I make this manager. It just kind of depends on, I guess, my mood in the project. The reason I gave him just a contributor is that he can contribute to that customer workspace, but he cannot remove things. So I'll create my share link. I'm going to copy it over. Go into Gmail here. Hopefully it pulls up my construction Gmail account. Ah, look at that. Right away. Love it. So hit compose. There we go. So his name is Kevin Hammond Fisher. Here he is. And I got a Tyler Home window bid. And this is what I actually do with all of my subs. We actually require all of our subs to use our platform as far as putting in their numbers. So anyway, there's all that for you. This is a different project here. I just wanted to show you so you can kind of see the different workspaces and how things got inputted. So again, I replaced the customer information. I have the customer workspace here. Same kind of thing. Here's multiple folders. I have right here, I believe. Nope, not that one. This one. Here we go. So this here actually has cabinet layouts. So my cabinet provider put these in here, so you can see he uploaded them. And our cabinet provider, we get cabinets direct. He's actually based in California. I'm based in Wichita, but he uses the software pretty well with this as well. On our construction site again. But it is Wallcraft Cabinets. It's these guys down here. Here's his workspace. So you can see he has a bid in here for me. Most of my subs do things just like this, but again, it kind of really depends on the person and the business. So he uploaded his bid in here so I can see everything. And again, he could email it or things of that nature, but here 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, when you're trying to figure out what happened, if something went wrong, then you got to look at multiple different communication channels. So Build Hero is a great way to get everybody on the same page right off the bat. But here's his vanity quote. He puts it in as one item. The reason he does that is now I can pull it into my bid underneath my general workspace. And if I, for instance, just wanted to, and I'm going to go back and change this, but this is just so you can see how it works. So I got a vanity items folder because I like to make things all in folders, make them nice and crisp. But now I want to add a bid link. You can see this options here now. It wasn't on the previous screen I was at because we didn't have any workspaces to pull from. So I can do vanity cabinets, or cabinet, I guess would probably be a better term. And then it gives me all the workspaces that there are bids in. So here's wall crafts. I want to do we'll say a 30% margin on it. Hit save. It pulls that item up. It's all the way up here. Again, it shows my markup on it, gives the end result to the customer when I share the workspaces I want with my customer. Anyway, this is kind of the general overview video of how to, I guess, knock out a bid in Build Hero. I think now, typically I can get bids done in, I can do a bathroom bid in 30 to 45 minutes from start to finish. If I have all the information I need, if that. So anyway, here it is for you. If you have any questions or want to reach out to me for any additional help or support, you can reach out to us here at 339-0003, or you can email me at steve@buildhero.io, or on our just general website, just go to contact us. Again, thank you for watching. Have a great day.